Hey y'all, who's in here already? I see some green names up in here. Let me see. Let's see who's in here. Let's see. Mm, why I can't ever see my thumbnail when I'm trying to find my live? Let me see. Let's see. Tank said, "Ain't that what they've been doing? Prioritizing uh their mates over their children." Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I'm just coming in. Let me see. OG said a dude will sacrifice his happiness for his family. A female will sacrifice her family for her happiness. Oh, let me say that. Let me say that one more time so I can make sure I get that. I want to make sure I get it. Hold on. Let me see. A dude will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a female will sacrifice her family for happiness. Okay, that's in Tank's opinion. That's in Tank's opinion. We gotta let him have his opinion. Straight up this thing. We gotta let him have his opinion. That's his opinion. What's up, Tank? Ray said, mates or husbands. It was kind of like when we talk about it, we're just going to talk about relationships because in some instances this can happen in husbands or so like maybe let's try to like bounce in between the two when we talk about the different scenarios to cover both. That's what we'll do. Okay, y'all already came in here talking about this thing. Y'all didn't even wait for me. Okay, let me see. Saret said, "Hey, got my in chat." Hey, Saret. Let me see. Ray said, "Afternoon." I got my afternoon, Ray. And Saret. On God, Tank. Let me see what it do. Tank said, Saret said, "I don't quite agree." She said, "I don't quite agree." I don't quite agree either, but if that's his opinion, he got a right to his opinion, right? Let me see. Hey, Ray, Saret said, let's see, Tank said, "It ain't even from me. It's so documented that the conclusion in these streets." Okay, he said it's documented somewhere that he saw that. Okay. Like everything that we talk about, we know that anything that we talk about is Grandma's World is never, ever going to be 100%. It ain't never going to be 100% because there's always somebody somewhere who's going to have a different thought about everything that we talk about. So we only going to talk about, that's why most of the time I like to kind of look up things to see what is being said overall about it, and then that's why y'all get a chance to come in the chats and speak on y'all experience, thoughts, and opinions on stuff. And then if I have a dog in the fight some kind of way, like if I've experienced that, I might chime in and say what I've experienced. So we know that it's going to be different people thinking different ways, despite of what research has done, what consensus they've come up with, any of those things. Let me see. Unlike said, "Hey, hell no." Ooh, unlike Scrooge. You said, "Hell no, moms shouldn't prioritize their mates over their children." Okay? Unlike Scrooge, did you subscribe? Did you subscribe? Let me see. Take said, "Only weirdos talking absolutes." Not sure. Not sure that even needs to be stated. Well, I think it needs to be stated because Saret want to speak up to say she disagrees. She disagrees, and I'm going to always state things on here. And the reason why I'm going to always state them because we're talking to people who come from all kind of different experiences. They may have never been met with this. They probably don't have a good handle on what the difference of opinion and facts are. So since I know I have a chat full of people that might have come from all different walks, I try my best to not be one-sided. I try to be open-minded and make sure that I address everyone that could be in any different space in their life. Everybody, we could be different ages. I could be talking to somebody who's 19, 29, 59, 109. So therefore, that's why I always try to break down things into like, what if this? What do you think about this? What's your opinion? What's your experience? Whatever it is across the board. Where some people you might feel like you don't have to say that everything is not 1%. I was married to a person that thought everything was 100%. So I do know it's people out of the world that think that things are 100%. And so therefore, I'm going to always address the people who may be on the live or listening in that may think that everything is 1%. So I feel like for my channel, what I do is try to bring things to the light to let them know it's not always 1%, 100%. We can literally let people have their way of thinking and it can be okay. So, yep, I'm going to always do that on this page. That's where I'm going to do it. So I'm going to always explain to people if they may feel like they disagree for a certain reason. If I can, I'm going to bring that to the light because I don't have I don't have any intentions on bringing to this channel my facts that might something that might be a fact for me in my experience, and think that everybody else should go along with that. Y'all should just listen to that. Y'all just listen to what I say. That's what it means. I don't have that kind of I don't present the page in that way. I present the page in a way that's going to be open to different opinions, and they're going to be respected, and overall we're going to agree to disagree. I just don't think that if I have a thought that everybody as a blanket statement should believe what I say or think like I think, or like I said, have the same experiences that I had to make the conclusion they want to have in their life. So that's the reason why I'm going to state it. I'm going to state it. Okay, let me see. So I don't consider them. If you are in this chat, Tank might think you're a weirdo. I don't think you're a weirdo. If you thought in absolutes that when something is said that it's 100%, if you thought that, then I'm here to say that you are not a weirdo. I don't believe it's Gamma's World. Don't believe you're a weirdo. Tank may think you're a weirdo, but he's a subscriber to the channel, member to the channel, and that's his way of thinking. It's not mine. Okay, let me see. Ray said, well, if he's her husband, he should be priority. Okay, number one, that's what Ray said. Hey, Tanya. Ty said, hey, y'all, hey. Sweat said, hey, Tanya. Ray said, what's up, beautifully healed? Sweat said, please hit the like button, y'all. Hey, Caitlin. Sweat said, welcome to his Gamma's World. Unlike Scrooge said, I'm sorry. If a woman... Oh, hold on, let me see what unlike Scrooge said. Hold on, show. They held your message, Scrooge. I don't know why. Let me see. I'm sorry. If a woman up my ass and not taking care of her kids, something is wrong in my opinion. I'd be turned off instantly, whether I'm a husband or not. Give me a high five, unlike, because you think like I do. Give me another high five. You think like I do. Because I definitely think that any person that could look on the outside and see somebody mistreating their own child, I don't care if it's a male or female. If I see a man mistreating their own child, that I'm going to have an issue with that. But some people can literally live in that. They think that it gives them a one-up on the way they have that person feeling that they're putting them over their children. So I'm glad that somebody is in the chat that thinks like me, at least, because I think that same thing. But that's a matter of our opinion. And like, it's a matter of our opinion. Let me see. Caitlin Hayes said, hey, K-Pop. Let me see. Hey, John. How you doing, John? J-Dog said, hello. Caitlin said, I agree. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said, what are we calling a mistreat of a child, though? Right. You have to think about what's being mistreated. What do they feel like? Because a child cannot feel mistreated about something and definitely be being mistreated. So yes, it's going to be in like what your thought of being mistreated is. So yes, let me see. Tank said, Ray, we got to stop acting like marriages follow different dynamics than general relationships. Most marriages lead to failure. That ain't me. That's hard statistics. John said depends on the age and the situation. Yes. Hey, let's go, Caitlin. Ray said, okay. Y'all know I ain't gonna do nothing without my notes because I don't want to forget about what I'm gonna say. So now, depending on the age of the people that's in the chat right now, right? We should all probably get something from this live, whether you are in the situation or whether you are about to enter a situation that might be like that. If maybe you know somebody that is in a situation like that, you should be able to listen. And even like me, I don't have no more kids. I don't have no more little kids, so I don't have to worry about nothing like that. But it still was interesting to kind of like think about it and try to put it into notes so that we can have a live about it and y'all can like give y'all perspective on it, because I don't have to worry about nothing like that. I don't have kids anymore, but it's still an interesting topic to talk about, like to what degree is it okay or not okay? We're gonna talk about it, y'all. Let me see. We can't judge mistreatment through kids' eyes. So it said, yes, I don't play about my child and I still love my husband. Yes. Okay, it takes that every kid thinks their parent mistreats them. That's called being a kid. Unlike Scrooge said, I'm a single parent of 2 teenagers. My kids would look at me crazy. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, unlike Scrooge, you're a male. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure I address you the right way. I want to make sure because your name doesn't like tell me if you're male or female. But I want to know if you're a single parent that's a male. When I tell y'all, my channel has so many single fathers. Like, I'm like, y'all went and got y'all kids. Y'all so unlike my kid's daddy. He was looking like, boop, get out of here. Y'all like literally said, hold on. I'm gonna take mine. Y'all give yourself, let me give y'all a pat on the back. I'm going to give y'all a pat on the back. I appreciate y'all for that. Y'all did that thing. Okay, let me see. John said people need to be parents and not friends. Okay. Beauty Hill said, I feel like children that still depend on their parents, meaning 18 and younger, could be 21 and younger, need needs should be met before the spouses. Okay, she feels like if they are possibly like under 21, the needs that their needs should be covered before the spouses are considered. I think that's what she said. Trakel said, "Hey, right, Trakel." Ray said, "Take I hear your hear that perspective, but for me, it's God first." Okay. Then the man slash husband seeks the Lord as his wife. Okay. I'm sorry, seeks the Lord as the wife. The helpmate helps her husband, then the kids are next chain of command. That's what Ray said. Unlike said, yes, this is your boy in Dallas. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, so let's see. That Uncle Scrooge just says, I thought it's what did I say? Did I say unlike y'all? Forgive me if I just start saying crazy stuff. Y'all know I can't see, okay? I do have my glasses like right here. But y'all know I can't stand putting the glasses on. So if I make, and I especially don't want to mess up y'all name like that. I thought I saw unlike Scrooge. I'm so sorry. Uncle Scrooge. It kind of like threw me off because you didn't spell like uncle. And I thought I saw the UN, and I guess I put the L over there and put my own I in there, and then put the KE. I'm sorry, okay? Okay, this is your boy in Dallas. Okay. Let me see. Saret said, hi, Tanya. I agree. She said she agrees. Caitlin said, hey, to Chicago. Let's see. Tanya said, we also have to understand that kids are going to grow up and leave. We're going to talk about that. And leave and live their own life. And they're not going to prioritize you over the spouses. So once your children are adults, I think the spouse, I be trying to tell, for I know people be looking like, ain't nobody. And I was like that. I'm guilty. I'm telling y'all, my kid's dad could not say nothing to my kids. I'm looking like, wait, hold on, what they do? Like, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. But in hindsight, I'm looking like, girl, you was wrong for doing that. You was wrong for doing that. And so I just didn't want nobody, I don't care who you was, saying nothing to my kids. Like nobody could say nothing to my kids. And I wish I had I wish I had a means of looking stuff up back then to like see what was the appropriate way. But all I know is I didn't want nobody saying, touching, don't do nothing. I do it. What they do, okay, I'll take care of it. I know how it should be handled. So yes, that's the thing. And so when I was doing all that protecting until probably the minute when my son passed away and now my daughter, when I was doing all of that, I didn't realize that one day will come up. One day it's going to come up. They going to have their little boyfriends and different relationships or friends, and they are going to be like, I'm about to go. I'll be back tomorrow. Or I'm about to move out. Or like all of them looking like, I thought we would be together forever. So yes, like you literally as a parent, you don't have to. I'm going to tell you my experience. I always tell my kids, dang, I hate all that sacrifice I did for y'all. I always tell them, I used to always tell them, if I would have knew now, there's no way I would have been into y'all like I was. I always tell them that because, and my cousin told me that. She did, the one that died 8 days after my son. She told me, listen, you are so stuck on those kids and sacrificing so much of your own happiness that those kids are going to grow up and leave anyways. And you would have used all those years trying to make sure that they were in a position that you really have no control over. And when she said that day, that's when I decided to get a divorce. But that for that, I needed her to speak that into my life, and I just appreciate her to this. They always told her, I'm so happy that we had that talk because I don't know what my life would have been like if we would have never had that talk. So yes, I am. I believe I had to live that thing out. I had to live that little thing out. Okay, let me see. I left off from Tanya. Let's see. John said, I'm a single parent. 3 girls. These men be up. Okay, I definitely got to come up with something for single fathers. I got to come up with single fathers, something. Maybe not this. Next Monday, we're going to be talking about men who date women with children. So after that, y'all don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. Somebody text me right now so I can write it down. I want to do something about single fathers. I want to do something on the topic of single fathers. I want to like find some resources for the single fathers if they need them. And then I want to do something special for the fathers. All these single fathers. Y'all be doing that thing. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I got that. Okay, John. I never knew that, John. Okay. Tanya said, needs to be prioritized. I think she was going. She said, I think the spouse needs to be prioritized. Yeah. Okay. Uncle Scrooge said, been primary custodial parent for 15 years. y'all, and I know it shouldn't be where nobody should have to pat yourself on the back, but I just think anybody who is a mom who did it, they need to be pat on the back. But equally, because it's so it's more rare for men to be single parents, that y'all really need a pat on the back, because so many people try to say, like me, like I see so many. My dad was a good dad. My nephews are wonderful father. My son was such a good father. Like I have like my uncles on both sides of my mom and dad family. I got 10 of them, and all they all were good dads. I grew up with good dads. That's why I was in shock when I saw my kid's father. I was like, how dare you not want to see your kids be around you? I just couldn't believe that something like that really existed. So for y'all to say that y'all choose not to be the deadbeat that people talk about and whatever, that no, that's not what, that's all out here, that we exist, I appreciate and applaud y'all for that. Y'all are so deserving, so deserving. Okay, let me see. Soretta said hi to Chakal. Chakal said hi to Caitlin and Soretta. Tanya said, yeah, I'm voice texting, so nobody. Okay, no problem, no problem. Ray said, however, I'm a single dad, so all I know is me and my sons. If I was to get married, my wife's needs are met next. Okay, she and I become one, then the kids next. Okay, I got you. I got you. Caitlin said 100, right? Dang, these ads be knocking me out of my space. Okay, Buffield said definitely God, husband, kids. Yes, we gonna assume. I'm gonna assume. Y'all don't have to assume, but my assumption while we having this conversation is always gonna be God first. We're talking about like in our household. We're talking about households coming first. So like I don't know what people's beliefs is. My belief is God. So we gonna assume that we got God covered. And if you don't, but you do believe in God, you may want to consider that. I don't know. Whatever might work for y'all. Whatever might work for y'all. Okay, let me see. Hey, Trical. Ray said, let's see. Tank said, I'm a parent of a 1-year-old, 28-year-old, okay? 21-year-old and 11-year-old as of Monday. Happy birthday. Okay, let me see. On top of that, I coach hundreds of kids from 10 to 17 on one of the top AAU teams in the country. So I'm around kids more than most. I think you're trying to say more than most. Okay. Caitlin said, you're welcome, Ray. Let me see. Tank said, parents are too involved in their kids' lives nowadays. Scrooge said, you got to be in your kids' business nowadays. Right? I think back in the day, I was in my kids' business. I probably didn't have to be. But I think if I'm in today's world, I think that people need to be in their business more today than they used to be. Because this world is like way different. Way different. Let me see. Tank said, no, you don't. Ain't nothing new under the sun. I think it's new under the sun. I think technology, when I was growing up, I promise you, technology was not like this. Social media wasn't like this. When my kids were young, I promise you, it didn't exist. And if it did, it wasn't in the world or the state that I lived in. We didn't have it there, so it was different. Social media wasn't an influence. My kids were not around a lot of people. It was like school, or if they were an extracurricular or family. So it was limited. Now children are open up to the world, even if they're playing Roblox or anything like that. They're open up to people who can have access to them. So I disagree with that. I do think that this is a different time. I do think things are new under the sun. I didn't have no computers. I didn't have no social media. I don't know about y'all. I didn't have none of that when I was growing up. So if OG said nothing is new for him, so he had these things when he was little. But when I was younger, we didn't have this, and I done had it for my kids. So I did have to parent. I know I would have had to parent differently then than I would have to. I even have to help with my grandchildren different. Like I got to be mindful. Let me see who you talking to on Roblox. Why are you talking to somebody on Roblox and be concerned about who's having access to my grandchildren? So nope, I didn't have that, OG. Okay, let me see. Kayla said beautiful. Sweat said, please hit the like button, y'all. Sweat said, please subscribe to the channel. There is something here for everyone. Thank you, Sweat. Let me see. Scrooge said, shit, but they do it in different code and ways of doing things. I agree with you. Scrooge. The game does evolve. If you don't think so, I'm sure you've been played at some point. It's levels to this parenting. Yes, it is, and all parenting is not the same. What works for one child is not gonna work for another child. Children are different individuals, and the way you parent one, a lot of times You don't have to parent the other child that way. You have to know your child as an individual to know what those needs are. It's kind of unfair to kids to say, oh, I had 9 kids, I'm a parent all of y'all the same, and not want to take the time out to get to know your children, to know exactly what they need from a parent. So yes, let me see. Hey, Social Minister Reserve, Deacon, hello, Grandma's World. Afternoon to you too. Number one, the mother is by biology. The mommy is by choice. Number two, the father is by biology. The daddy is by choice. Number three, biology doesn't equal being a parent. I definitely agree with that. We know that through adoptions and things like that. We know that you don't have to actually, I mean, it's very, I'm not going to say easy, but it's very possible for you to give birth biologically to a child and not ever have even laid eyes on a child. So you couldn't be a mother to a child, right? So yes. Suret said, yes, it's different these days. Yes, I keep my child home as much as I can. Absolutely. Tank said, can't tell me today's world is more dangerous than crack era that most of us came up in. Yeah, I didn't have I didn't have a cell phone, but I had a lateral, a literal crackheads in my corner. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about those different experiences. I probably didn't even know about the word crack until I was probably, I don't know, almost 20. I never seen a crackhead. I never seen nothing like that growing up. I probably saw things like that in my family as an adult, probably about 22 and up or something like that. I saw it, but I didn't know. I grew up and I never had even heard of anything like that. There was not one crackhead on none of my corners, so I never saw it. Let me see. Tanya said, facts gotta parent them different. Yes. Caitlin said, I'm saying I agree with the with Beautifully Healed. Okay. Saret said it was more apparent back then, and nowadays the harm is silent and secret. I agree with you, Saret. Let me see. Ray said, I'm hands-on. Good, right? I'm hands-on all day with mines, all day, every day. Yes. And I let my sons roam freely, but still with sight and reach. Okay, I'm hella protective. And this world is crazy. Yes, I feel this world's crazy. I lived in a lot of years, a lot of decades. And for me and what I see around me, the environments, the people, the ways, everything about it is just like totally different. I think I was having a live yesterday saying how much I just love the era that I grew up in. It was last night we was talking about that. I love the fact that I was born in those years because the purity of just being in life just seems so different then than it is now. I was saying I feel sorry for the people like my grandkids era. I feel sorry for them because it's a purity in life that they will never witness because it doesn't exist. It doesn't really exist anymore. Okay, let me see. Well, I'm not going to say it doesn't exist. I think it exists less now. I should say that. Okay, let me see. Associate Minister Reserve Deacon said, I tell people all the time, I'm not my nieces and nephews' father, but I'm their daddy. Okay, so you help to raise them, guide them. Let's see. Tanya said, if you are not subscribed to It's Gabby's World, be sure to do so. Wait, be sure to do so. Super chats, super stickers are available. And likes are free. Look at Tanya trying to moderate. Okay, Tanya. I ain't never seen Tanya moderate. She said, hold on, I know how to do it too. Let me see. Tanya said, my job as a parent is to create functional adults. Therefore, I don't create a different environment within my parenting. Okay. Associate Minister Reserve Deacon said, we must remember, you must call crazy crazy. Otherwise, crazy will seem normal. Oh, I like that. You got to call crazy crazy. Otherwise, it'll seem normal. The crazy will seem normal. I got to remember. Let me screenshot that. Okay, let me see. Ray said, Tank, I say it's more dangerous. The accessibility of predators or whatever. Yes, back when we had community and soldiers who protected. Yes, this social media and government got the younger generation crazy. I agree with you on that, Ray. Let me see. Uncle Scrooge said, our era was the gateway to where the kids are now. Sad truth. He said, our era was the gateway to where the children are now. That's deep. Let me see. Tank said, I refuse to have a list of rules in my house, but get out of hand and see if they don't catch these hands, which is the exact same scenario they're going to find outside my door. Okay. Beautiful Hill said, I just became a moderator. Don't judge me. She said, I just became a moderator. Don't judge me. Let me see. Celeste said, I left her alone. Go ahead and buy, she said. Let me see. Ray said, times are only I think he said times are only getting worse. It's evolution in and bad way. Revelations is revealing the times we are currently in. Okay, exactly, Ray. Uncle Scrooge said. Okay, so let's talk about some of the stuff I got written down. So we talked about somebody in here may be able to take some of this information and add it to their life, prepare for their life with it, or just like think about it. Like I just have to look back and say, like, how did I handle that? Just based on like what I wrote down. How did I handle? What did I do? And then I was saying like, dang, that is crazy that I did that. I didn't have to do that. And in a different mind, I do see it now, but you couldn't tell me nothing then. But maybe because people weren't having conversations like this. Like my mama never told me, like, girl, you can't stop that boy from disciplining his child if you want to. Nobody stepped up. I didn't go read nothing about it. I didn't read no parenting books based on parents parenting a child, who should come first. Like none of that existed in my life. So I'm like, well, I just want to look back on it with what I have and see like where did I fit in at with this information. So that was fun for me to do. So hopefully y'all can do the same thing. Okay. So now we know we got a lot of men in here. Y'all men, these men since October 2nd, they came in on the night chat. They came and intertwined in this daytime chat, and more are coming in here. Like, I'm like, God, how did you? Well, he knew because I asked for it. But I love the way that God knew that that's what I wanted for my channel, to be like very diverse. So look what he did. Look how he did that. So I appreciate y'all there. But I want to say, like, for the men who are in here, I did title it, should moms prioritize their mates over their children? But like, I want to talk from both perspectives. Like if you are a male and you had that situation happen, you know you have something to speak on. If you're the primary caregiver, you might be in a situation where the tables are flipped with that. You can speak on it. So however it affects your life, go ahead. Or even if it doesn't affect your life, you just got an opinion on it, drop it, okay? Just make sure y'all drop it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, wait. I missed all these comments. Okay, wait. Okay, Ray said times. I got that. Okay, hey, Real Spill. Real Spill said, happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome in. What is this? Siobhan Cooper. Hi, Siobhan Cooper. Is this your first time over here? Because I've never seen your name. Make sure, if y'all are not subscribed, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. So Ray said, hey, Real Spill. Ray said, appreciate you, Unc. Yes. Hey, Siobhan Cooper. Surrett said, OG. Blue said, Gamma. Hey, OG Blue. Let me see. Surrett said, welcome to his Gamma's World. Please hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tank said, are you hurt or injured? Because we play through hurt. If injured, we will give you the absolute best care available. I ask this to 8 and 9-year-olds daily. Okay. Unlike Lord. Uncle Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge said, no problem, fam. These, let me see, that's the real conversations we need to have. It, yes. And let me just say this before we go on. Y'all know we have the men's room over here every Monday night. So can y'all make sure y'all put on your notifications? I already have the live scheduled out, so y'all will be able to see that on my page. If y'all go on there up under lives, it's already scheduled out for tomorrow. Did I put a time on there? Lord, I think I didn't put a time on there. How did I schedule that without a time? Y'all hold on one second. Oh, I need to make sure I have the right time on there, y'all. Hold on one second. I got to go in my studio. I'm looking like, wait, I don't remember putting a time on there. Wait, content, live. Wait, where is it at? Lord. Y'all hold on one second. I got to do it now because people might see it. People might see it. Where? Oh, I got to go under lives. Okay, hold on. I know how to find it. I'm looking like, why I don't see it? Let me see what I had it for. What time did I have it for? Schedule. Oh, I didn't have it for schedule for later. What did I have it for? I had it for Lord. I had the wrong. Okay, so it's not Sunday. I had it for Saturday. Lord, no. The men's room is always on Mondays, y'all. That's me trying to just moving too fast. The men's room is always on Mondays. And we changed it from, it used to be 6 o'clock, but we changed it to 8 o'clock because a lot of the men requested that I do it a little bit later. Okay, now I fixed it. Okay, now I fixed it. So every Monday, if y'all men could come back in here and share y'all thoughts. Those topics are normally made to highlight y'all and give y'all the opportunity to share y'all thoughts, opinions, and experiences. Okay. Let me get back to this live so I can see. Okay. All right. Let me go back up. Okay. So I said, hey, OG. Ray said, real spill. Hey, let's go. Mean Green Gang. Yes. Cherry Lewis said, hello, got my everyone. Hey, Cherry. OG Blue said, hey, Saran. And Darius? Where Darius? Did I miss Darius? I don't see Darius in here. Darius is not on my end. Darius, you in here? Okay, let me see. Mark, thank you for the $4.99. Mark is another man. Y'all. Okay, I'm not even ready to get that excited because I'm happy. I'm gonna love Mark's super chat. Y'all make sure. Oh, I didn't forgot to send do this thingy too. Okay, y'all make sure that y'all hit a like on that, and then I'm gonna make sure I like it. Okay. Okay, let's see. I forgot to set the little goal. Why is it not? Okay, I'm just gonna do this and this. Okay, so thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Okay, OG said salute to the stream. Thank you, OG Blue. Real Spill said Ray Sugar. Hey. Ray said Cherry Lewis, let's go. Mean Green Gangs. Ray said yes. Diversity. Yes. Membership badges are available. Yes. Mark said I'm not sure why it's not allowing me to grab a membership. I thought you were already. Mark, you are a member. You are a member. I saw you on my membership list today. Thank you, Mark, for that high five. Thank you. But Mark, you were on there today. You know what probably happened? You probably bought it under that other page you got. You was right on top. Yep, you was right on top. Yep, up under the MSP TV. You got me under the other one. That's why. That's why. Okay, let me see. I don't know why it's not showing though. You probably got to sign in under that handle to show your membership. That's what it is. Okay, let me see. Mark said, hey, it's Red. Cherry said, hi, everybody. Speaking. I'm scrolling down. Yes, John. 8.7K, y'all. 8.7K. Lord, my numbers are not flying the way they was, y'all. They not. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I believe I'm going to make it. But in case I don't, I'm just going to keep pushing. But I'm just going to I don't know, just keep pushing. Because I was at 35. Thank you, Mark, for that Sunday. I was hitting the 30 for between 35 and 100 a day. And then it started going down. And now I need 40 a day. So I don't know. It could always happen, but that's where I am. So I don't know. The days are getting so short. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let me see. So it said, thanks for the support to the channel, Mark. Ray said, Real Spill, are you having another jam session later? Today is Saturday, so most likely she is. She usually is good about doing that on the weekends. Okay, Real Spill said, yes, Ray. Keep a lookout. Yeah, you know, she don't really schedule stuff. She's doing pop-ups. Let me see. Caitlin said, he's not here. I was just mentioning him. Oh, okay. Okay, Mark, thanks again for that high five you said. Ray said, bet. I'm going to be at work till 5 a.m. We'll check out. Okay, you'll check out her live? Yes, she'll be over there jamming. Let me see. Saret, Johnny said hi. I'm a member on my other channel. Yeah, you're a member on the other channel. Because I looked at it today. You were on there. Ray said, that part, Caitlin, thanks for that Sunday again. And keep pushing. Suge, Real Spill said. And Mark said another high five. Okay, so I talked about, I wanted the men to know, you know, that we have the men's room. I want to mention that. Okay, so should moms prioritize their mates over their children? Okay, so we already know that this is kind of like uncomfortable. Like, it could be uncomfortable for people. I know back in the day it would have been uncomfortable for me. Now that I guess I don't have that thing to worry about, I'm like more open-minded. So it might be uncomfortable. Thank you, Mark, for that vibe. It might be uncomfortable, but it's like a real topic that people go through all the time. It's like very much real. So therefore, we're just going to talk about it. So, okay, first we're going to do a poll in the chat. If y'all are team mate, like whoever the mate is, if you're a team mate that they should be prioritized, put team mate. If you are team kids, put team kids. If you feel like the kids, no matter what, should be prioritized, let's see like where we are with the people who are in the chat and what y'all think. So y'all drop that in there if y'all are team mates or team kids, thinking that the mate should come first or the kids should come first. Maybe prioritized. Drop that in there for me. Let me see. Surette said 10K loading. Yes, it is loading. I can feel it. I think it's gonna come. Let me see. Caitlin said team mate. She's team mate. Y'all drop it down. Drop it down. What team? I gotta find. What is this? Hold on. Let me see if I can find it on. I said I want to do some kind of music when I give y'all time to drop. Like when I tell y'all to put something in the chat, I said I want to do music during that time. Let me see. Google. YouTube. Y'all dropping it down? Which one? Which team are y'all on? No, not like that. Which team are y'all on? Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. Why is that not on it? Oh, wait. Oh, that's weird. Wow. That's weird that the music is not playing on here, y'all. Wow. I was just playing music on here the other day. Okay. Your library? Oh, there it is. I was about to say. Okay, so I gotta find the. I gotta find. It's not. They changed something in there. I hate when they change stuff. Okay, we gonna have the music through the time that y'all put. Let me see what y'all put down there. Okay. Um. Let's see. Teammate. Team children. Alex, hey Alex. Alex said team children, and I don't even have children. Okay. Thank you, Alex, for the 10 jewels. Thank you. So it said team kids under 16, maybe. Okay. Ray said on behalf of the real G's, us real men here, we absolutely appreciate you, Gamma, and this amazing platform. Even the women here are pleasant as F. And us real ninjas ain't used to this feminine energy. Thank you for that, Ray. Thank you, Ray. And thanks so much for being a part of the channel. You're a big part of the channel. Let me see. Alex said, hey, my grandma, Ma's in chat. Hey, Alex. Surette said, hey, Alex. Ray said, teammate. He's going to say he's teammate. Let me see. Uh-oh. Y'all know I'm too nosy to see. Okay. I'm always too nosy to see what message is being held. Okay. Ray said, let's go, Alex. Mean Green Gang. Yes. Alex said, hey, it's Surette in this. Ray, thank you for that floating hearts. Thank you, Ray. Surette said. Okay. So y'all said what team y'all was on. Let's talk about the different teams. Let's see. Let's lay like the foundation of what that means, okay? Let me see. Scrooge said, it's a simple parent. I'm a single parent. Oh, that's way up there. You already said I'm a single parent. That was way up there. Okay, hold on. Unlike said something. Let me get this first. Unlike, I don't know why they held your message. You said my ex-wife suffered from my ex-wife is suffering from putting folks first. He said they don't even bother to spend time with her. She can't even be a real mom because she's so caught up in making him happy. Sorry, I'm a real daddy. Wow. And see, I love that the men could come in and say, hold on. Y'all saying like women putting people, like it can be different scenarios of that. Like it can be coming from a dad who's seeing this happen with their children and they feel like it's inappropriate for whatever reason. Okay, let's see. Ray said, for real, sweetness, or maybe bit surrenderness. Thank you as well. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Alex, for another floating heart. Thank y'all. Okay, so, when we talk prioritizing, okay, we're not saying like neglect. We're not I want to put it out there like we're saying like prioritizing like, you won't feed the kids because you got to feed him. Ain't no more food you ain't gonna eat. Like, we're not being dramatic like that. Not saying that the children are being like abused in any kind of way. Just like different ways that we can like make decisions based on prioritizing the mate's opinion or the kid's opinion, right? Okay, so that's where we're coming from with that. So we're talking about stuff like how you put things in order in your house, how you like maybe like create balance, what comes first in your house, like you know how you prioritize like your household decisions. That's what we're talking about. So some say that if the relationship falls, I'm sorry, if the relationship fails, the household breaks down. They said if the household falls apart based on the relationship, that means the whole house is gonna like be in shambles, because maybe they're saying because of the way that the woman is feeling or the way that the man is feeling, like they're not feeling whole and happy. So that lays the foundation of things not being in peace, maybe. So that was one of the things that they said. So um uh so if mom should prioritize the partner in that case, like should she be prioritizing that, saying because when I'm right with him, I can kind of be, you know, put things in order and be right with my kids type thing. Others say that they're let me see, that they're most, what is this saying? Oh, that they're most vulnerable and should always come first. So you got the people who say, yes, if you have your relationship right, you're going to be good with your kids. If you feeling right, you happy. But others are saying that uh, the kids should always come first. Like that you are most vulnerable and the kids should always come first. So you got people who going to pick those sides, right? So then I want y'all to type in the chat balance if you believe it depends on the situation. If you think it depends on the situation, put balance. But because that means you're not a person that's saying, no, I wholeheartedly believe, I don't care what the situation is, you put your mate first. Or if you're saying, no, I don't care what kind of relationship I'm in, I don't care about how many mates come through there, 1 or 100, I'm putting my kids first. But if you feel like it's depending on the situation, put the word balance in there. I want you to put the word balance down so we can see how y'all thinking. Dang. Come on. Okay, let me see where we at in here. Let's see. OG. Okay, Scrooge. Okay, Ray said, for real, for real. Let's see. Thank you as well. Okay, I got that. Alex said, thank you, Cherry, for the dollar. I appreciate you. I'm going to love it. Y'all make sure y'all like it. Let me see. Alex said, I love to hear a man say, me too. Me too. Celeste said, thank you, Cherry, for your support. Yes. Let's see. Scrooge said, why aren't both parents prioritizing the kids? Okay. Definitely both parents should be prioritizing kids, but what about the situations where they're not both parents? Like what if it's you're the father, but the mom, or not the mom, but the person you're with is not the mom? So we're talking about like those people that you might date and bring into the home to live there. That could be the scenario too. It could be the mom or it could not be the mom. But of course, I would never understand why both parents wouldn't prioritize the child. That seemed like the ideal situation, right? Let me see. Pretty little butterfly. Pretty little butterfly. Thanks for coming in. Let me see. Scrooge said the parents can, ooh, and criticize parenting techniques later. Right. You can do all that later. Just make sure you prioritize the kids now, right? Okay. Alex did the makeup brush. Thank you, Alex. Let me see. Ray said, look, y'all, her has better prioritize me, number one, after God. King gonna be king. See, this is Ray said he's standing on that. King gonna be king, which will make queen be queen. Teamwork hits teammate. The house and kids gonna be fine regardless. Ray said he's standing on that. Kayla said because the question should be moms. Because the question is should moms. Okay. Ray said 100. Caitlin, Ray said the mom should be choosing the right information. Okay. Katie said people missing the whole point. Katie look like hold the door. Let me see, pretty little butterfly. Thanks for that makeup brush. I appreciate 2 makeup brushes. I appreciate you for that. So I said, hey, pretty little butterfly. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's start with the side that says a strong relationship creates a stable home. That's kind of like what Ray is saying, right? Okay. So their points usually sound like this. The people who feel like, you know, the relationship should always come first. Okay. 1, a romantic relationship is the foundation of the family. This is what they're thinking. This is what Ray is thinking. The romantic relationship is the foundation of the family. If a mom and her mate is solid, the kids benefit from a perfect home. I mean, not a perfect, but peaceful. A peaceful home. Number two, kids eventually grow up. They leave. Your partner is the one you built a lifelong bond with. So Ray is looking like, no, those kids are going to grow up. And like Taya said that too, they're going to grow up and have their lives. But that person that you said that you want to be one with, that's supposed to be in your household as a death do us part. You kind of know your kids are going to go out there and live their lives. But the mate is the person that you say to death do us part in this one union under this household, right? Okay, number three, they're thinking another way, the point that they're making is that a healthy marriage or relationship teaches kids what love looks like. Who just said that? Thank you, Ray. Thank you for the pumpkin. Tanya. Thank you. Oh, look at pumpkin. I almost missed it. Thank you. I gotta make sure these comments so here's up. I almost missed my pumpkin. Thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly, for the 100. Shoot, I like those pumpkins and the stuff that be on our heads. Okay, let me see. So, children. Okay, so we left off teaching children what love looks like, right? Thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly. Over and over and over again, I see you. If children never see affection or teamwork or partnership, they grow up confused in their own relationship, right? Thank y'all for being that goal. I appreciate y'all. They grow up confused in their own relationship, and I think that that could be a very valid thing. When I look back on my life, in a way, I do think, okay, of course, as a kid, I did want my dad to give me everything I wanted, but in hindsight, when I look back, I'm like, Dad, you was wrong for just this. Whatever mama said, all I had to say is, oh, no, for you. But daddy, okay, can I do whatever? And he, of course, he's going to say, yeah. Really, my father was wrong. Once I look back in my adult mind, older adult mind, I look back and said that no, because all that taught me is to totally disrespect what she said. Like totally, I'm gonna give you a chance to say yes. You'll say my yes. I'm going to get my yes, and I don't feel like that's healthy. And so even though all my dad knew is that I just want her to have whatever she want, that really ultimately wasn't a good thing. So that's the thing about it, that when children see you that you are on the same page and that both of you are making a decision for both of them, it helps them learn to be that way in their relationships. Versus me, I felt like my dad gave me everything I wanted, and these husbands come through here like, I need for you to do this. You don't do it. Oh, let me call my daddy. Like right in their face, I'll call the daddy like, oh, okay, I got somebody who will do whatever it is for me or whatever. If they'll move when I want them to move. So I don't think that was healthy. Like that was the end. That was my own beat, y'all. I don't think that that was healthy for me to think like that. But look, I probably learned that from a household like that. Them not being on the same accord. I really believe that. Let me see. Let me see what y'all saying before I go on. Let me see. What did Ray say up here? The mom should be choosing right. Okay, right, exactly. Exactly. Kayla was agreeing with that. Thank y'all for all of those rubies, y'all. Thanks for sending those gifts. Let me see. Hey, Saret, Pretty Little Butterfly said, Saret said, thank you everyone for helping get my meter go. Yes, thank y'all. Thank you for those emojis, Saret. Let's see. Caitlin said, I agree with them. Okay. Goal has been met. Saret said, thank you, Saret. Sherry said the pumpkin was on your head. Yeah, I saw it. Wait, Cherry, you said the pumpkin. I see the one that Ty sent me on my head. Yep, I seen it. Let me see. The pumpkins on your head. Okay, so Ray said, yes, pair together, not against each other. Right. Ray said, Cherry Lewis, nothing gets past you, huh? Let me see. I'm watching, Ray. Okay. So the fourth thing, up under the people who want to be on the side of relationships, thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly, is that co-parenting and decision making becomes smoother when the two adults stand united. Thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly, for that floating heart. What Saret just said, that the co-parenting decisions become smoother when the two adults stay together. It's like smoother. Because then you don't have kids like me that try to pit one against the other just so they can get their way. Because why? Thank you for that flower. They're trying to get their way. They don't know what's healthy in a relationship, or they ain't worried about a relationship. They're not even paying attention. They just know I got a mom and I got a daddy. I want what I want, and I'm gonna try to get it the best way I can. So that is a fact that when you are prioritizing your mate, that's one of the points they were making, that your co-parenting becomes smoother, right? Okay, so who agrees with those points? Y'all drop a heart in the chat. Thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly, for that sundown. Little way they build up like that, y'all. Drop in the chat a heart if you believe, after listening to those ways of thinking, those 4 points up under the mate. Thank you for that disco, that laughing disco ball. Thank you. Put a heart in the chat if you are on that side. Like, yes, those are all of the points. Those are the 4 points that you agree with. Let's go quick over them. The fact that a romantic relationship is the foundation, and that a mom is and her mate, if they're solid, the kids benefit, that the kids eventually grow up and leave. So you built that bond between you as a lifelong thing there. And then the third one was that a healthy marriage or relationship teaches kids, look at that man, another goal, thank y'all, teaches children how to work in their own relationships later, and that co-parenting is smoother that way. So let me see who put a heart and believe those key points. Let me see. Let me see. Ray said yes, 100%. Kaylin said yes, she believes that. Thank you, Cal, for those jewels. I appreciate you. Samantha, thanks for the $4.99. I'm loving it. Y'all like it. To Cal, thanks again. Thanks again. Kaylin said just me and Ray. What? Alex, thanks for the jewels, the 2 jewels. Ray said good ish to Cal. Okay, they're the only 2. Okay, Kaylin and Ray. Okay, now let's go and talk about the 4 points that the people that say children should always be first. Let's get their take most of the time. Okay, number 1, kids are vulnerable and dependent. They can't feed, protect, or emotionally guide themselves. That's the reason why they should come first. Bad mates come and go, but children are forever. That's the way they say. The reason why they say put the kids first. Then they said because so choosing a partner over a child can feel like betrayal. They feel like they betray their kids if they put somebody before. That's the reason why they feel like that. And then the the childhood trauma, that whole thing about that trauma is permanent. And it's permanent. So one bad decision that's driven by a relationship can scar that child for life. So nope, I'm putting my kids first, right? And then the last one was some partners don't have the children's best interest at heart. Like you are in a situation, you see something like, I don't think you have my child's best interest, which I don't know why you would keep on relation, but that's a whole different story. But you feel like they don't have the best interest at heart, and prioritizing the wrong person can put the children at risk. That's the reason why they feel like that. If y'all think on that level, y'all need to put 100 in the chat. Put a 100 in the chat if that's the reason why y'all are saying I'm on the side of putting the kids first, because all those things that I just said, and what I said was that our kids are vulnerable. They depend on us to feed and protect them and have emotional guidance no matter what. That bad mates, they come and go. You might have this boyfriend today. He could be gone. You still gonna have your kids. You have that responsibility. So choosing a partner over a child, I'm not going to be betraying my kids in that way. And that children's trauma is a lifetime, and I'm not going to take a chance and risk my child having no trauma. And as some partners, that partner may not have my child's best interest. So y'all put a 100 if y'all believe in that. Okay, let me see. Oh, all parents should choose their children first. 18 and under, Alex says she thinks that. Okay, Pretty Little Butterfly. Thank you for the GG. I said I want that to be like to go towards Gamma's goals. That's what the GG stand for, y'all. Okay, let me see. Tracal said, I agree. I agree a lot of those points. Okay. Tank said, if I neglect a relationship partner, it ends. It ends. And no, wait. Yeah, it ends. They leave. If I neglect my kids, there's a whole system in place to hold me accountable. I think you were saying to hold me accountable. Okay. So I said 100. Thank you, Pretty Little Butterfly. Alex said 100. She said 100, 100, 100. She believed that. Let me see. Social Minister Reserve Dickens said it's better for children to have both parents in their life in a healthy way. Yes, I would rather see 2 houses of peace rather than 1 house of war. Exactly. Tracal said 100. Alex said, and I don't have children, but I will forever believe that. Okay. Ray said, let's see. If I think you're saying if they are her mate. If her mate ain't ish, shame on her. Rather those his kids are not. I think the word over is being too emphasized. Him, her, and the crumb snatchers are an effing team. He leads. That's what Ray said. He standing on that. Kayla said, Ray, we stand on principles. Okay. Ray said, Not the kids. He meant to say not the kids, I think. Okay, okay. Let me see. Kayla said, I mean, Ray said, amen. Okay. Take said, takes that associate minister reserve deacon. That's my reality right now. I have my 10-year-old till Sunday. Then he goes back to her. Then he'll be back next Sunday. So on and on and so forth. Yeah, a lot of people are in that situation. Cherry said, Alex Lane, I agree, but my son is 24 and I don't put him first. But if he needs my help, I'm here. And anytime he calls my phone, I'm answering and on the way if he needs me. Okay? So I said, okay, Cherry. Okay, okay. Okay, so y'all picked your team. Y'all picked your team. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the gray area. That's the balance, right? Okay, so here's where we get like, more of a reality check about this kind of stuff. Okay, the truth is that healthy households require a balance. Like some of the people are saying the mate first, some people are saying the children first, but in our reality, could it be that it really should be a balance, like where both parties can be like respected in it? Should it be like a balance? Because I was thinking, like, when I thought about it, I thought along the line, like, maybe it could have been, I could have made it more balanced, maybe. I was really one-sided. Maybe I could have made it balanced. Like, not the kids alone, not the partner alone, but a system where everyone has a place and everyone matters. Let me know if y'all think that would be fair. Or are y'all standing on what y'all said? Are y'all not willing to do it? Because nobody put balance in the chat. So is everybody saying no? Pick a team. You want that teammate or you want those kids? But let me know what y'all thinking. Let me see. Hold on. Ray said, can our kids be over him? Are they feeding the parents? Are they cleaning? Are they paying rent? Cardo, Lord. Let me see. Tank said, it don't end at 18. My 31-year-old has lived with me for the past 5 years. His mother passed from COVID, so I am his only parent at this point. Okay. Associate Minister Reserve Deacon said, I understand you didn't let what happened with your child's mother affect your relationship with your child. I wish more people had your maturity, yes, and positive outlook on life, yes. Pretty Little Butterfly said, me and my husband was teammates. Our kids couldn't play us. Yes, a no was a no. So that means that y'all probably had, well, I don't know. So how was your household? Was it more teammate or was it a balance? Let me know which one that was, Pretty Little Butterfly. Let me see. Ray said, fellas, let me see. Fellas, if she ain't a God-fearing woman and you come second to her and y'all kids leave her early, low kick rocks, oh Lord, and you come second to her or y'all kids. Okay, I got you. Okay, so like y'all didn't tell me, y'all nobody put the balance to let me know if y'all are considering balance at all or if y'all just still sticking to y'all team. So let's talk about an example. So like your partner should never feel like a roommate or second class citizen. Like for people who take their kids prioritize the kids over everything. Just make sure that while you're doing that, you're not making your partner feel like a roommate, like they don't have like any say so or any decision making or anything to the point to where you're making them feel like they're just a roommate. They're not a unit of the household making decisions that's best for everybody if they're capable, right? And your kids should never feel neglected or overlooked or unsafe. So it's like some way, somehow you have to come together, or even if you don't come together with the children, come together as a couple in the household to decide how do you not make the partner feel like a roommate in the relationship, and how do you make the kids feel not make them feel like they're neglected or like you're overlooking them or like they're unsafe in a situation, right? So do y'all agree that it's good to come together and try to make those decisions and talk about stuff like that? Let me see. Pretty Little Butterfly says she would say both. See, both. That means balance. I was believing in the balance, y'all. I believe in the balance now. Ray can be balance. Yeah. Teammate is the balance, right? He said that is the balance. We're gonna work this out between us and forget them kids. That's what he said basically. Okay, let me see. In the ideal world, the it's made where like the mate is prioritized as the partner and the children are prioritized as dependents. Y'all get that? So if we put the priority and making sure that the mate is prioritized as a partner and the children are prioritized as your dependents, you know, in the way that they rely on us, right? Two different roles, both are very important. You know, the role as a partner is as important as the children, you know, like across the board. So finding a way, I think I went from being like team children, and I think if I had to do it all over again, I would not be totally 100% team children like I was. I think I would work harder to bring balance, and balance meaning you feel like they can that doesn't mean like the mate has to have like all say so. You can just talk about it and see what areas do you think that you can handle, they can handle, like, because some people don't want to be a disciplinarian. They're like, I don't want to discipline the children, you do that, I don't want to do that. And so that could be something that y'all compromise on versus just saying you better not touch my child. You better, like, I'm daring you to touch my child. I think that's different. Okay, so okay, we're about to talk about some hot takes, y'all. About to give they kind of like, I'm gonna let y'all put fact or cap. If y'all believe it, y'all say yeah, that's a fact. If you don't believe it, y'all say that's cap. So hold on, let me see. Let me see what y'all said in here first. Let me see. Associate Minister says, Grandma's World, 100% fact, I agree. No one person should have absolute power in a family dynamic. Yeah, it takes all members of the family to make a healthy family. If one person is hurting, the family is hurting. Yes. Tank said, but reserve are limited. Wait, but oh, I'm sorry, reserve. I thought it was. I thought you was talking to Associate Minister. But resources are limited by their very nature. So the question arises of where you spend those resources when they are strained between partner and children. I can. That's a good question. Ray said, "Good talk. Good talk. Though both sides, everyone views. Okay, a good talk." Though both sides, everyone views. Okay. Caitlin and I ready for the hot takes. Yeah, okay. Okay. Number one, y'all put fact or cap, whichever y'all believe, whichever one y'all believe in, okay? Y'all make sure y'all, I think everybody hit the like button. I think I can't see. I got the, 23. Yeah, I think everybody hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. Okay, if y'all not subscribed and y'all in here, make sure y'all subscribe. Help me get to my 10K, y'all. Help me get to my 10K. Help me get to my 10K. Okay, number one. A child should not sleep in the bed with their mom every night. The partner should. Is that a fact or cap? Which one is that? Let me see what y'all say. I need my music to play while I'm waiting for y'all to drop y'all stuff. Why? I don't understand why it's not playing. There are new ways to music. Why are they saying that? That is so weird. They don't want me to be great with my music, y'all. Your library. I think this was it. Y'all writing y'all oh, there it is. Y'all writing y'all answer in there? Continue in studio. Let me see. Repeat the question. This is if you're gonna say fact or cap. A child should not sleep in the bed with their mom every night. The partner should. Which one y'all gonna say? Where's the RB? Okay. Let me see why y'all writing it down. Let me see. No, where's my R&B music? R&B and soul. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. Oh, a lot of y'all answered. Okay. Okay. Oh, what was this? This is 7 grams. Hey, 7 grams. All these men are man. I need for y'all, all the women, can y'all put a heart in the chat for the men? Because they when I say they showed up and they showed out up in the chat today, y'all put a heart down there for them. Okay, 7 grams said cap. No. So he said that he believes that the children should be able to sleep in the bed with the moms. Caitlin said fact, they should not be able to. Associate Minister said fact, they should not be able to. Let me see. Chacal said fact. Nope, they should not be able to. Hey, Father Fred, another man. Oh my gosh, let me see. I think it depends. There are a plethora of different scenarios. True, true. Kayla said, I was just about to say this. Okay, yes. Tay said my daughter wouldn't fall asleep without me. My wife just had to get over it. Yeah, okay, a fact. 7 Grams said they should not be able to. Fact 100, Father. That's so funny. Ray said every night, nope. Fact. Pretty Little Butterfly said my baby boy is 30 years old and he would always find his way to our bed. We tease him today. Okay, look at, thank you, Caitlin Tracal and Pretty Little Butterfly for putting a heart in the chat for the man. It's Grandma's World. I can hear you and the music clearly. No lag, no echo. Okay. Okay, listen. And I'm going, like, in my mind today, I'm going to say fact that they shouldn't stay in there. They shouldn't be in the bed every night. Like, that's kind of like, I don't know how you work that out every night. But every night. But when my kids were small, I told y'all this before. I was very, this is back when not Chainsaw, what's his name? Atlanta Child Murders. I don't know if y'all ever heard of that. It was a documentary that came out about a man called Wayne Williams, or something. He was supposed to have taken these kids, going into homes, open up their windows, taking their kids. So I was already a psycho when it came to my kids, and that movie came out. And so when the movie came out, I was like, I kept that in my mind. I think it came out a little bit before my kids were born, so that always like haunted me. And so when my kids were born, I could not let them, like my son slept in his crib. I think like one time I put him in there. I said, okay, I'm cleaning up. I'm gonna put him in there while I clean up. But then I was real scared about like Sid. So I was like, I think I went in there for like 10 minutes, went and got him. He never touched the crib again. So I was always too scared to put them in their bassinets in their cribs. So I just grew accustomed, like I would sleep with them, then my husband would do stuff like sneak them out of the bed and put them in their bed when I'm sleeping and stuff. So they used to drive me crazy when I used to wake up and they weren't there. So literally until they were 5 and 7, which was when I got a divorce, or probably not the divorce, but that's when we separated. And they knew at those young ages, when they were 2, when they was 3, they knew that the plan was go in your room. And then, like, when he fall asleep, y'all know to come in here. Like, sometimes I would fall asleep before they would come in the room, but I would wake up and they knew that Asia comes at the top with me and Bobby Jr., you go down there at the foot of the bed. So it was so crazy, and that I just had a fixation that I had to feel like my kids was in a bed with me. Now, looking at my mind now, I would have not never did that. I would have did all I had to do to, I think they were comfortable. I was telling them to come back. For my reasons, I wanted them to come back. So they grew accustomed to coming back. But I would have never done that. Like, it wasn't real. It wasn't a reality in my life to think somebody was gonna come through the window. So I just think I think I was overthinking it, and I would have never did that. So in my mind, then I would have been like, that's cap. They should be in the bed. But now I would have to say it's a fact that they don't have to. Well, my kids did not have to be in the bed, but I definitely thought so at the time. Like, I was real crazy with it. That's why I'm so happy when people can get, I'm glad that Google or any kind of resources out here for parents now, because a lot of things, like they always say, it's no parenting handbook, but it's a lot of resources out for parents now. And I love that for parents, because sometimes parents don't know which way to go. They go by what they're used to and all. And then I know that I always, as a child, I always wanted to sleep with my mom and dad. My mama did not play that. So I always had to sneak in their room and go sleep at the bottom of their, the foot of their bed on the floor. Just sneak, I'd take all my covers out of my room and sneak in their room. And when she used to see me, she used to wake me up and make me go in there, because I was always scared to sleep by myself, because me and my sister were 8 years apart. So she was out of the house and I was just there, and I just felt like I was scared to be in that part of the house by myself. Or my mother always slept with her door closed. So I used to feel really scared. So that could have been a reason. I don't know. That could have been a reason too. Okay, let me see. Let me go in here. Okay. Okay, 7 grams is left. Thank y'all. 7 grams said yes. Caitlin said, I want to sleep with my husband, not son. Caitlin said so she want to sleep with her husband, not her son. Okay. So let me say, I remember that. You remember that? That movie was, I won't even watch that movie till today. I'm still scared of it. Let me see. 7 grams said, you can't sleep naked. Everybody don't sleep with clothes on. That's true. Well, we didn't, so maybe that's the reason why that part didn't make a difference. I'm thinking. Let me see. Take said, I think perception of how safe the times are has been has been slanted by greater access to all kinds of media, just like I'm out talking about that documentary. But folks don't realize this is done to make money. Okay. Let me see. SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. Thank you, social media. So yes, yes, that's exactly what it is. SIDS ain't new though. No, that wasn't new. That was I'd already learned about it, and then so I just was scared about it. Like once I knew it way before about it way before I had my kids. So when I thought about when I had my own kids, I'm looking like I was scared of the crib at that time. Like I was just scared like anything could happen in the crib. So I'm looking like I'm gonna put them in here. I'll clean up the kitchen. I remember like it was yesterday. I'm gonna go clean up the kitchen. And by the time I probably was in the kitchen like 10 or 15 minutes, I had to go get him. I was like, I just don't want him in the bed. And so he never slept in the crib after that. It was just a mess. Let me see. Hit the like button. Sweat said. Ray said, look at Sweating is trying to be super mod. Look at that. Oh my God. Let me see. It's got my world. You're welcome. Yes. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Fact or cap? Moms who put their kids above their relationships 100% of the time end up single and burnt out. Is that a fact or is that cap? That moms who put their kids above their relationships 100% of the time, they're going to end up single or burnt out. What y'all think about that one? Let me see. Saretta said, yep, Ray. Kayla laughed. Then how about Ray? She said, uh-huh. Kayla laughing. Let me see. Okay, Tank said that's a fact. She gonna be single. She gonna get burnt out. Let me see. Tank said about 20 minutes away from home, Saretta. I can help my Tanya is a mess. Tanya knows she ain't thinking about nobody. That is too funny. Saretta said fact. She thinks that's a fact. Kayla said it's a fact. Ooh, y'all doing that. They said y'all gonna be single if y'all doing that. Let me see. Saretta said, okay, Tanya. Beautiful Hill said she thinks that's a fact. Ooh. Ray said, facts on God, single women keep the single women single. Ooh. Oh, that's another topic. Chacal, send me, is Chacal right in here? Send me that in a text message. I want to talk about the belief that people think. A lot of people think that single people keep people single. And I think on the surface that could happen a lot. I have seen it happen. But I always think that I'm single and I don't nobody root for a relationship more than me. People want to get away from people. I'm looking like, did he hit you? Did he do this? Get somewhere, sit down with that man and just go on and work out. So I don't know if that's true across the board. But I do know a lot of single people that be devilish and jealous and try to do stuff to other people's relationship. And I don't like because I love love. Let me see. Okay. Tess said kids exist to test boundaries, including those. Kids exist to test boundaries, including those of a relationship. Not understanding this beforehand is ridiculous. Like buying a car and not knowing you got to keep gas in it. Okay. Kind of like that scenario. Let me see. Thank you, Chacal. Okay, Associate Minister said, fact, please read the Holy Bible, book of Ecclesiastes that says chapter 3, verses 1 through 8 in the King James Version, a time and a season for everything under the sun. Okay. Cherry said, my son was 8 before he went to his own bed, and this was a must. He was learning too much when he thought he was sleep, and he really was. Oh, when y'all thought he was sleeping, he really was. Ooh, Lord Cherry. Ray said, I love too. Grandma. Yes, I just be loving people who are in a relationship. Since it seemed like I ain't never get ready to be in one, I just be want to hear. If I could just hear about somebody else's, then I'd be kind of good with that. And it's so funny. I got a short coming up that's real funny about that too. But I just love the fact that for other people to do it, I'm so happy about other people that can do it. Ty said, definitely not across the board because I always tell my friends, if he ain't beating on you or cheating, keep him. Like, yeah, all the other stuff, it seems like it can be worked out to me. I don't want to speak on nobody's relationship. People know how much they can handle. But if ain't nobody touching you and if they loyal to you, work it out. It ain't that serious. Y'all get out here in this world, this single world. Trust me, y'all gonna be running back. Let me see. Beautiful Hill said everything else can be worked out. Yes, I think so. Okay. Let's do the third one. Fact or cap? If your child doesn't like your partner, you should slow down the relationship. If your children, they don't like your partner, like somebody you're dating, if they don't like somebody you're dating, do you think that you should slow down the relationship? What y'all think about that? Let me see. Tess said, Grandma knows she about to be married in the next 6 months. Okay, you better speak that. You better speak that. I don't know about 6 months, though. I don't think it could be 6 months. But if it looked like I'm about to get engaged in about, well, I don't know about engaged either, but If you think that it's in the future, you better say that. Okay, let me see. Ray said cap. Cap. If your child doesn't like your partner, you should slow down the relationship. Ray said, Kayla said, Beautiful Hill said, Children can see things that adults can't. Might need to listen to them. Ooh. Let me see. We claim, we claim an engagement, not engagement in 6 months. I'm probably going to be engaged with nobody, no 6 months, but just claim the process of being engaged. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let me see. Ray said, take heed to your children's view and feelings. Yet they are kids, however, cap. So it's like a thin line, like very, who said that before? They said it depends. Somebody came in here. Was that Scrooge? Somebody said that it kind of depends on the situation. A lot of this stuff depends on the situation. But I guess when it comes to like some things, then you'd be like, okay, wait, why would my child have an issue with that particular thing? Versus your child saying, I don't like when your girlfriend make me take out the garbage. That kind of stuff. Like, like that kind of stuff ain't nobody think. Go take the garbage out like she said, basically. That kind of stuff I'm talking about. Okay, let me see. Chakal said, Grandma, you don't know what God has in store. What you got in store for me, God? You need to come on with it, whatever it is. Let's go. Let's go. In your time. In your time. Okay, so let's go through the next one. The next scenario. Okay. No, this is not a scenario. This is a hot take. Fact or cap. A partner who gets jealous of their partner's kids is dangerous. A partner who gets jealous over their partner's kids is dangerous. Y'all think that's fact or cap? Let me see what y'all gonna say. Ray said, plus knows at the ninja age. And who do I bring in? I bring it around our kids, Lord. Okay, a fact. I think it's a fact too. Like, why would any adult be jealous of a child? I think that's a whole issue. I don't even know what kind of issue that is. Like, I don't know, because I can't take my mind there. Ray said facts, no jealous whatsoever. Like, if you jealous of my child, you will hurt my child. That's how I would think. If you jealous of my child, you will hurt my child. That's all to it. I just got to think like that. Let me see. Kayla said fact. Let me see. Tank said, the pertinent word here is jealous. Yes, jealous is scary for me. So I'm going to take that for danger. If it was my child, I'm going to take it for danger. It's going to be kind of over. We're going to keep that where it's going to stand right there. Okay, one more with the hot take. Your partner should never discipline children they didn't help create unless you gave them agreement on that. So do you think that's a fact? That if you give them agreement on it, like if you agreed for them to discipline the child, then it's okay for them to? Do you think that's a fact or cap? That your partner should never discipline a child they didn't help create unless you and them agree to it. Let me see. Ray said facts. Wait, hold on. Let me see. First, the social minister said, fact, children can see and experience things that adults miss, but take what they are, no, wait, take what they, wait, but take with, take what they with, I think he said take what they say with a grain of salt. Don't totally weigh to what they say all the time. That's what I think you're saying. Okay. Tate said, you can be cautious of the relationships with my child, but jealous, no. Like, yes, jealous means something, I don't know about that. Okay, let me see. Cap. Okay, Tank said that your partner should not be able to discipline your child if you agree on. They shouldn't be able to do it, period. Ray said facts. Touch said cap. Kayla said fact. Ray said discipline ain't always. That's true. That is true. That is true. Discipline is not always. That's true. That is absolutely true. Okay, so now we're going to talk about a couple of real, like, life scenarios, right? Let me see. My sister's ex proposal. Popped, Lord. Let me get the phone. Okay, Chakal said my sister's ex popped my son without asking, and I almost went to jail. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let me see. Associate Minister said, in fact, there must be an unified front when it comes to discipline. Children know how to play parents like video games. They definitely do. They definitely do. Cause I definitely would like literally. My father was there. Mama trying to. I'm in trouble for something. She started trying to act like she gonna whip me. I would fly outside. My daddy was outside. I would fly out there to him like she is trying to whip me. Like what's wrong with her? And he'll come right in the house. Shawty, what you doing to that girl? Leave that girl alone. How crazy was that, y'all? That was okay. When I tell mama that, I always tell her, now, Ma, you had no control over your household. You should have got daddy together and let him know that it's a no. She always laugh about it now, but she let him do that. She let me do it. That's crazy. Y'all don't do that. Don't do that. I'm a product of it. I'm telling you, it ain't right. I know it ain't right. Let me see. Tank said, running suicides down. Running suicides down and back 17, 100 free throws. Team laps, don't play me. What? What Tank? Okay, so let's do these real life scenarios and tell me what y'all would do, okay? This is scenario 1. Scenario 1. Your child wants your attention. Your partner wants your attention. Both at the same time. What do you do first? What do you do first? Like, try to just, I don't know, put, like, if y'all can't see that without me giving y'all a specific situation, try to, look at this, y'all. I had to just pull this out of my hair. This happen all the time. Like, if my hair get to, like, if it gets, like, you see where it's kind of uniform, but sometimes it'll get, like, thinner, like, in this area. Like, I took too long to get a retwist or something, and it'll make it weak, and see how it's weak at the top? So, I just, like, pull it off. It's like, pull it off, like, you gotta go. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Hey, in the safe zone. Hey, Gamma. Hey, Chad. Like, share. We'll replay. Thank you, in the safe zone. Let me see. I appreciate you. Let's see. Tank said, I be having my basketball players doing bear crawls. I ain't one of them. Oh, lovey-dovey coaches. Tank, you the kind of coaches that I be looking like, that my grandson, when he was in football, they be cussing at him. I be looking like, he getting out of here. He get out if you say one more thing out of order to my grandson. This is it. Ray said, hey, safe zone. Let me see. Hey, Ray. Ray said, Tracal, me and Gamma would have balled out. With what? Let me see. What Tracal say? Oh, yeah, with that, I don't want to talk about something like that. I don't want to, Okay, so y'all got to tell me, what would y'all do? What would you do if your child wants your attention, your partner wants your attention, both at the same time? What would you do? Okay. Kaden said I'll just go to, like, both of them. You would go to both? Maybe I should get a specific. Maybe your child wants you to play a game, and your partner wants you to watch a game with them. Let's do that. What would you do? Which one would you do first? Or would you be like, Kayla, I don't know how you would do both, but what would you do? Assess the situation and see whose needs are greater. Okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer, because if your partner wants you to cook right now and your child is, I don't know, if your child wants you to read a book, you might be able to say, okay, I'll read the book as soon as I finish cooking, type thing. Or I don't know, would y'all say, let me read this book first and then I'll start cooking? Which one would y'all say? Let me see. Hold on, Lexi. I knew you was going to do that. That's your whole thing. Come here. Just come up here. Come here. Come up here. Just sit down for a minute. You love to see me on this live and get started. You love that. Okay. Tank said they know I'll curse them out. Ooh, if you want soft, the local rec league is open. Exactly. I be wanting soft. I don't want nobody to touch. That's why my son never played football. He played every other sport. I don't care if it was soccer, skiing, basketball. What did baseball. He played every sport, but that football, those coaches be talking so crazy. I was like, because I know I go to jail behind my child, so that's okay. I ain't even gonna do it because those coaches be talking correct. Let me see. Caitlin said, I'm spending husband time. I'll do it with my kid later. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go to scenario number 2. Your partner feels disrespected by your teenager. Do you defend your mate or address your child first? Which one would y'all do? Which one would you do? Your partner feels disrespected by your teenager. Do you defend your mate or address your child? Okay, let's give a specific thing with that, because that's wide too. So say if your partner asks them to clean up their mess, and they say that old famous thing that people always say, you ain't my mama. You ain't my mama. So that she feels like she was disrespected by that. So would you address your child as say, for saying that to them? Or would you address your partner for telling them to clean up their mess? Let me see what y'all say. Husband first, then the child, Sherry said. Okay. Tank said, I need to know the whole story first. Okay. Chakal said it depends on what happened. Let me see. You'll litigate? Okay. I will tell my child to give me an hour. Okay, you're talking about the last thing. So what would y'all do on this thing if your partner asks your child to clean up behind themselves and they said, you're not my mom, and they felt disrespected? Who would you approach with that? Let me see. Let me see. Caitlin said, address my partner to what he did to my child first. Address the child. Okay, Jakal said, under those circumstances, she would address the child. If the case was they just asked them to clean up and they just want to be sassy and say, you're not my mom, by like disrespecting her authority to be able to tell them to clean up, then she would address the child for being disrespectful, basically. Okay. Okay, let's see. The next one is this is the next scenario. Kayla said, hey Lexi. Okay, the next scenario is your partner wants to move in. Your child says they can't, that they don't want them to. Now what? If the partner wants to move in with you and the child's like, I don't want them to move in with us. I like it with just me and you. Now, what you gonna do? What y'all gonna do about that? I want to know. I want to know what y'all gonna do about that. Let me see. If my child can't take simple instructions from an adult, then that's the problem, right, Tracal? I agree. Ray said, Gamma, I said I would cater to the kids real quick, get them situated, then check on Bay and lay it down. And lay it down. Okay, let me see. Address the child and the situation, Cherry said. Associate Minister said it depends on the situation. People know how to create false narratives and play the fake play the fake victim. Remember the story of the boy who cried wolf. Yes. Tracal said, hey, Lex. Let me see. Kayla said, then you pay all the bills since you think it's your decision. She said, talk about who gonna come up in here. You gonna pay the rest? You gonna pay these bills? Ooh, let me see. 7 grams. Let me see. Ray said, I'm backing up my wife. Then look at my son like, who the F are you talking to? Okay. Tracal said, that needs to be a conversation with everyone because I would never have my child uncomfortable in their home. But what if in that conversation, you having the conversation, but they're saying, okay, we're talking about it. I'm telling you, I don't want them here. And maybe they might have a reason, maybe they won't have a reason. But bottom line, if that's their take on that, is that, no, I want it to just be me and you. What would you do about that, Tracal? Like Kayla said, right. Like, what can you do about that, y'all? I never had that situation come up with my 2 marriages after my kid's father. It was never a thing. If my kids felt like that, they never let me know. But some kids will let you know. So if you have a child that's one of those kids that will let you know, then what are y'all gonna do? If y'all make plans on saying, yep, we can combine our, finances, we can live together, we want to be around each other all the time, we can move in, next step to our relationship, and the child was like, no, what are y'all gonna stop and do? That's what I want to know. What y'all gonna do? Because y'all gonna be between a rock and a hard place. What are y'all gonna do? Let me see. Uh, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, now, okay, so that was the last scenario I had. While I'm talking for this last part, if y'all want to drop a scenario in here, y'all can. Like, if y'all want to get other people's opinion on a specific situation, then drop it in there. Let me see what y'all said. Tracal said, we need to get to the root of why they don't want them there. Right. What is the reason why? Right. The child could be selfish because they are used to being the only one there. Right. Then that child would just have to get over it in that scenario, she said. Kayla said, oh, Lexi loves hugs from my, yes, she do. Let me see it. I'm trying to hold her because if when she want to use the bathroom, she ring the bell, or she was in there ringing the bell. So I'm trying to let her know. Like, chill out. Just hold on a second. Let me see. Ray said, Kayla, I wouldn't have to worry, though. My sons are well behaved. Laugh out loud. They're too damn nice for me at times. On God, he said. They're too nice sometimes. Okay, so at the end of the day, the question isn't who comes first. The real question is, how do you build a home where nobody has to lose? If y'all agree with that, I believe in that. That's the main thing. A good mother. Let me see, take Lexi out. We'll wait. No, Lexi, she do this every time. I'm telling you, if I go somewhere, I can stay gone 4 or 5 hours. She's not gonna use the bathroom in the house. She do this because I don't know what it is. When she see me live, and I took her out like a half hour before I got on live, and so I'm looking like, girl, you never use the bathroom that often. Just that, I don't know. I think she knows I'm talking to people, and she try to get the attention off of it. I don't know. Lexi, what's the reason? You want to tell me? Okay. Okay, so a good mother, what does a good mother do? Or I guess a good parent, whichever the parent, you're going to protect the child, respect the partner, and create a space where everyone is emotionally fed. Now, y'all got to agree on that. Either team, whether you was teammate or team kid, you got to agree that the main thing in this situation is protect the children, respect the partner, and create a space where everyone is emotionally fed, okay? Okay, so let me see what y'all saying. Since before this conversation, if you still stand on what you stand on, I could respect that. But if you feel like you feel any different at all, and you are willing to, like, instead of being teammate and team child, are you willing to be in the balance, or are you just standing on what you believe on? I believe in. Let me know. Let me see. Okay, Caitlin said, you raised them right as gentlemen. I'm sure, Ray. Caitlin said. Associate Minister said, I really would listen to the child, but make it known you don't control the final decision. Okay. Ray said again, the parents or mates would have to pray on it. Maybe give it some time. However, all major decisions, I think you meant decisions. All major decisions should, I think decisions. All major decisions should be made by him, her, not the kids. Okay? Thanks, Caitlin. Caitlin said she is so smart to ring the bell. Oh, yeah, she gonna ring that bell. Sometimes it be so funny, y'all. She'll go in there and ring the bell. Like, if I just be like, I know she'll have to go out the bed. I gotta go outside right now. She'll ring the bell. She'll come flying through the hallway and look at me like, do you hear me talking to you? And then, like, she'll just sit there and wait. And then she'll wait like 5 minutes, go ring the bell real loud. And then come back running in here and look at me like, do you hear me talking to you? I'm like, girl, you do not have to go right now. Let me see. Ray said, appreciate you, Caitlin and Tracal. Cherry said, Tracal, right, we can wait. No, that was all. I was at the end. That's why I was saying I'm about to get off in a minute anyways. Let me see. I'm willing to balance it out. So I said, okay. I was team kids, but I can see how Marcus could probably want me to kind of be on his team too. So now you team balance, Sweat. You on the balance team? Kaylin said, I missed the question. The last question was, hold on. Dang, what was the last question? Your partner wants to move in. Yes, your partner wants to move in, and your child does not want them to move in. What you own do? What you own do? Let me see. Everyone, yes, Trical. Thank you, Trical. Yes, everybody. I want the men. This is what Trical. This is what we really need. These men. How many men we got in here now? How many men? We got to have at least. It got to be at least 5 men in here now. I think Ray's in here. Tank is in here. Associate Minister's in here. Who else is in here? Ray, Tank, Associate Minister. I don't know. I think we had at least 4 or 5 men in here. But I need for y'all to attend the movie nights with us. Let me see. A man moving in with a lady and her kids is problematic, you think? Really? That never was a problem for me. Let me see. Ray said, Chacal. Let me see. I'm gonna miss movie night. Gotta work. Oh, dang, Ray. Okay, Chacal said, Ray, are we going on a movie date at 7 o'clock? Your time? Oh, what time is it his time? Okay, but for the men, if y'all can make movie night, I hope that y'all will try because we have movie nights on Saturdays at 7 o'clock. And let me tell y'all quick how it works. It works that we watch the movies on Tubi, and then we pull up the movie. Trical normally picks the movie for us, the one we're doing today. Trical, all this time I thought I was reading Married to Belly. It wasn't. It was Married to a Baller. I was like, why was I saying belly? And you let me say belly. Huh. I thought the E was A. Okay, Married to a Baller, like as in baller, is the movie that we watch in part 2. So we already watched part 1. I don't remember how it looked, so I gotta like before we go on movie night, I gotta look and see like so it can refresh my memory. I usually have to watch movies like part 1, part 2 so I can remember. Cause I just be once that movie get out of my mind, I'm just about done. So I wish y'all can come back. So how it works is that we turn the movie on Tubi. We all start at the same time. I come live. We all start at the same time, and we get the timestamp. When everybody get to that timestamp, we press start together. We go on mute for 30 minutes, and then I come off mute. We talk about it. About whatever's going on at the time for that 30 minutes. And then for about 2 minutes, we don't take a long time because we get back into the movie. We press I press mute again. We watch the next 30 minutes and we do that so on until the movie is over. And so after the movie, I unmute and then we talk about the movie, we rate it, and then and that's the movie night. And then like we have a lot of people have their popcorn and all those things while we're having a movie, and it's so much fun, y'all. Let me see. Oh wait, let me see. Ray said, Chicago. Okay, I got that. Chicago said, all right, we're going on a movie. We're going on a movie date at 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 8 o'clock his time. Yeah, oh, he gonna be at work. Kelly said, oh man, Ray. Tank said, I'm gonna be a G. I'm gonna be at a G League game. Oh, you'll be at a G League game. Okay. Kayla said it's 8 p.m. Me and Ray said, oh, okay, 8. Dang, yeah, he be at work. Ray said, I didn't work last night. Didn't the live? Did the live last night with y'all? Yeah, you did the live, but next Saturday for sure. Okay, good. Chakal said, dang, Ray. Well, I guess next time. See, you should have worked last night, took off tonight. Exactly. Let me see. Take said, Tubi movies be like those Master P movies from back in the day. Oh my God, Ray said, you're right about that. You're right about that. Chakal Ray said, Gamma, you too fine. I'm fine. What I do? Chakal said, take this one is much better. Yeah, this one pretty. I think the last one was pretty good of that. All the ones that's not good, I remember the names of those. Let me see. Chakal said, Ray, that could be. No, that could have been our double date if Darius could have been in attendance. See that? Ray said exactly. Where's my boy Darius? Where is Darius? Let me see. Cherry said, my family is leaving out to go back home, so I miss movie night. 18 hours. Okay. Well, everybody who can make it, y'all try to make it. Anybody who doesn't get a chance to come, y'all look back on the movie so y'all can see the movie at least. Darius is MIA. Yes, he is. Kayla, where's Darius? Cal said. Kayla said, are you reading the movie Title, all wrong. It's not Married to a Baller, part 2. That's not right, Chakal. Chakal, tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Married to a Baller. Because BALA, Married to a Baller. It's Married to a Baller. Wait a minute, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Chakal, am I saying it right? Let me look at my messages. Let me see. Married to a Baller. 2. No, on Tubi. Right, the movie is Married to a Baller. Yeah, Married to a Baller. What did I say? What did I say, Caitlin? Okay, let me see. The what? This one's much better. Yes. Just curious what the movie is tonight, and it's on Tubi. Yes, it is. Sherry said my family is leaving. Okay, MIA. So what's the movie? Yes, she said that's what she was laughing at. Okay. No, Tubi. Okay, yes. Wait, the movie's been okay. Chakal says on Tubi. Yes, I was laughing at you said. Oh, Bella. Yes, when I was saying, I told everybody Bella or Belly or something. I said whatever it was. I didn't say that. I was like, Laura, I didn't told the people Bella. I cannot with me. Yes, I did say that. I did say that, Tank. I was laughing at you. Okay, Chakal said, Kayla, you know how she. Y'all know I'm not gonna read this stuff right. I can't see the stuff. Y'all go just because y'all don't see me with bifocals on, do not mean I'm not blind. I'm telling y'all I can't see. I'm telling y'all should know. Y'all don't need to tell y'all. Y'all see. Bet I'll catch up and try to chime in with y'all. Okay. Take. Did you watch the first one? If y'all didn't watch the first one, y'all got enough time. If y'all plan on coming to movie night, we watching part 2. Y'all can go in and watch part 1. Y'all got time enough to watch part 1. We coming back at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You got it now, Caleb? Okay, good. Y'all got it. Okay, thank y'all so much for coming in, for meeting multiple goals on this stream. Thank y'all for all of the super chats. Oh, I can't see. All of the super chats. Look at I got those super chats and gifts. Thank y'all. And 29 likes and 9 people still in the building. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all later, okay? Ray, it's a good movie, Chakal said. Chakal, did you see it already? Tank said, we don't call them bifocals no more. What we call them? They are, progressive lenses. Progressive lenses. Right. That's true. That is what they tell me. Let me see. Copy that Chakal. Ray said, Saret, will you be back for the movie night? Thank you, Ray, for that floating heart. Thank you. Peace, y'all. Okay, Ray, you have a good night at work, okay? Uh-oh. Hold on. Stop flying too fast for me to catch it. It's Grandma's World. You are doing a great job. Please keep up the great work. Thank you, Associate Minister. You keep showing up. You keep showing up. Okay, let me see. Kayla says, see you later, Ray. See you when you're off. Y'all think y'all gonna make me put up one of those videos, huh? Okay, let me see. Chakal said, I'm the one told you to do it for movie night. I'm the one told you to do it for movie night? To do what, Chakal? To do what for movie night? Chakal, hurry up and tell me. I'm the one that told you to do it for movie night. I'm waiting on Chakal to tell me. Tell me, Chakal. Do it for movie night? For part 1? Oh, no, you did tell me to do the movie night, but I'm saying, did you say it based on you saw the part 2? You asked did I watch part 1. No, I meant part 2. I meant, did you already watch part 2? Not part 1. Did you already watch the part 2, the one we're watching tonight? Kayla said, see you, Lexi. I want to know if you saw the part 2. Okay, no, you haven't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we've seen part 1. I meant to say part 2. I just wanted to see if you seen it because you said it's a good movie. You must have been talking about part 1. Okay, yes. I'm getting ready to hang this up. I'm getting ready to watch part 1. Then after part 1, I'm probably going to do some editing. And then I'm going to make my popcorn so I can be ready for movie night, okay? All right. Okay, I'll see y'all later.